Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for The Mighty Thor issue 23, and this brought an interesting conclusion, at least at the moment, to the War Thor story arc. So, we kind of begin, and we see them talking about kind of like the beginning of the universe and all that, and we see War Thor and Thor clashing in the void and everything. We see Volstagg pretty much calling Jane as Thor weak and everything, and pretty much just like knocking her hammer away, and pretty much sending it off, saying that it was a weak Thor and a weak hammer, and then doing something which I thought was pretty awesome, essentially taking lightning and kamehamehaing her. And I was like, holy crap, that's a big thing to do. It's like, that was a pretty cool scene. We see the hammer drop near Vanaheim, where Bloodroot is, and he's talking with someone and saying, this is like your prophecy. It's like, yes. It says if this would be the end of the War of the Thors if this had blood on it, but it doesn't. And we see, like, Jane pretty much wrapped up in a bubble of protection as War Thor Volstagg is just pretty much trying to beat her down and everything. But of course, her Mjolnir comes in and, like, knocks him out pretty much, and she's able to get a hold of his Mjolnir as well. And she's able to sense the anger and confusion and the rage of this hammer as well. And War Thor's just like, blood is the only thing that will take down this war and stop it and everything. And she's like, you think that I don't know about war? Try fighting cancer and everything. It's like, and then blasts him. It's like, holy shit. Because we're seeing other realms are seeing this as well. Such as, of course, in Hell. And Balder is looking on and they're like, holy crap. And we see Heaven also is being choked by this. So, of course, we see that War Thor's shot into Svartalfheim, which is the Dark Elf territory, and everybody's like freaking out, holy shit, watch out. And of course, then we get cut to Odinson talking with Rosalind, and Rosalind kind of like taking him to task for kind of like leaving her, and saying like, I tried to search for you and everything, and he's like, well, I didn't believe myself worthy of you and all that, and I didn't want you to see me like that. And she's like, well, that should have been for me to decide. And, of course, she's like, alright, let's do something productive. Heimdall, tell us where War Thor is. And at this point, War Thor's gotten his Mjolnir back and is essentially trying to destroy the realm of the Dark Elves. And, of course, before it gets too crazy, because Thor is pretty much brings in, this is how we begin more wars. We should be acting like gods. And, of course, Odinson comes in on his goat, fucking hits War Thor, and pretty much tries to, like, stop what's going on, saying, Volstagg, my friend, you must stop this, and that's when Thor's like, oh my god, it's Volstagg. How do we stop this? Because Odinson's having some trouble trying to stop pretty enraged War Thor. And Thor comes up with the idea to drop her hammer and become Jane Foster and just walk and try and tell him to stop this. Because with being his eyes open to war, as they were like telling her before, something happened to him on Nidavellir. Seeing those children killed like that truly affected Volstagg. Now, he's usually an affable person of the Warriors 3, but seeing that changed him. It affected him deeply. Now, that could have like made him commit to more and just trying to do more and everything, but it was like a breaking thing for him. And once that hammer kind of sensed that kind of pain and that loss and that rage, it kind of synced up with him, and that's why it was able to turn him into this kind of like bloodthirsty War Thor. And they were able to get him to drop it. Now, it's kind of a weird transition, but we just see the hammer down, and Rosalind's like, what do we do with this? And then Odinson just yells at it, go back to old Asgard, and it just flies up. She's like, I'll never understand you Thors and your hammers. And Thor's like, listen, I've been alive longer than your whole race has been, and I still don't understand it. I'm like, there you go. You get Odinson. And then we see Jane kind of like trying to comfort Volstagg, which was really kind of cool. It's a really kind of powerful scene, just seeing who's like, Volstagg the Volumist, this giant man who eats a lot and fights and everything. Just so kind of sad and depressed and affected by what he's seen and what he's done. And seeing Jane trying to comfort him is a pretty powerful image right there. And then we get to see what is really going on in the rest of the realms, the War of the Realms continuing forward. We see that Roxanne is going for Vanaheim with Bloodroot. We see that Cinder is attacking Hel and Balder. And we see that Malekith has come to heaven to parley with the Queen to, of course, use his ways to probably persuade Heaven to join with him rather than the rest of the realm. So it's still going strong, and I'm really liking how they're setting up all these different things while also continuing their own kind of stories in their own rights. So I just really like how this is building up, and I can't wait to see where this is eventually going to end up and how it's going to factor into Legacy. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.